Hey guys, how are you all doing today? And today we're watching Upgrade. Now, the director of this is the director of Saw and Insidious Chapter 3, Lee Winnell. So I have some interest with this movie, see how he does in this, because I'm a big fan of the Saw movies. I did all of the movies on my channel. And this guy's director, I'm intrigued. I know James Wan, I found out recently, he directed Aquaman and he directed the Fast and Furious, one of the Fast and Furious movies. That's hilarious. He's gone from like Saw, Dead Silence, Insidious to Fast and Furious. So hey, who says you have to stay in your section? You can branch out. So this movie is not a horror movie. This is some sort of like science fiction movie. I don't know much about it. The guy who is on this poster, he reminds me of Tom Hardy. He has that Tom Hardy face. It's not Tom Hardy, but it's the guy who was in The Invitation. Not that's on Netflix. If you guys have seen that, it's a really decent psychological, suspenseful horror movie. It's a slow burn. It's my kind of horror movie. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's really good. If you want to see a full-length reaction to this, go on my Patreon. And if you want to vote to see what I do next, also go on my Patreon. So it's down in the description box below, my homies. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I know nothing about the plot. All I know is Lee Winnell is directing this movie, and I love the Saw movies. Well, most of the Saw movies. I know he only directed like the first one, I believe. And yeah, so without further ado, let's fucking do this, boys and girls. 3, 2, 1, go. Badass vehicle, something that Dom Toretto would drive in Fast and Furious. I don't know why I made that reference. I don't even watch the movies that much.
Welcome home, Pasha. Evening.
The house can speak too.
The temperature indoors
Jesus.
is 72 degrees, and the energy wall is charged at.
Thing is, though, I don't like that.
Also, you
Well,
out of eggs.
that's useful,
Thanks,
actually.
Car.
That's useful.
Orderman.
It's useful, but it's creepy at the same time.
I'm in the industry too. I work for Cobalt.
Cobalt.
We specialize in robotic limbs for wounded soldiers. I mean, we're nothing like Vessel yet, but we're getting there.
Why am I uncomfortable? Oh.
I'll show you why. Follow me.
This guy seems antisocial.
I would like to introduce you to my present and the rest of the world's future. I call it STEM.
Still.
Wow.
Very small.
That is the most incredible little roach.
What does it do?
Literally anything.
You're saying there's some things that people do better? I mean, you look at that widget and you see the future. I look at that thing and see 10 guys on an unemployment line.
Good point. It's a good point. That's the scary part, isn't it? In the future, as technology evolves,
Try not to argue with that guy.
manual
Trust
work
the customer.
becomes less and less in demand for the everyday working person.
Brown. I mean, we're going in the exact opposite direction of a house.
Car, take us home.
I'm sorry. There has been an error.
Where the fuck is this car going? Alrighty then. See, man. Fuck futuristic cars, man, that drive by themselves. This shit happens.
Learned woman like yourself, looking down on an uneducated insect like me.
That mustache, though. And that Hitler hair. Wow. He just gunned her down like it was nothing. Oh my god. I know what's gonna happen. He's gonna turn into RoboCop.
I'm right here.
Wow, really? It's only been like 15 minutes. And the police shows up now. I hate that trope in movies when the police shows up after the shit's happened. So is this guy... He's been shot in the neck or something. He should be dead too. Lucky. But why did the car malfunction like that though? This dude's depressed. That's me when I found out I'm in tier 4 lockdown.
Protein shake. I do have a list of people of interest in that area, and just this week I brought in 2 people for questioning.
So what you're saying is you have all these things flying above our heads. They can read the ID chips in our fillings.
That's a good...
They don't actually
Yeah.
do anything.
That's a great point.
No, I mean, yes, they
Is
would.
there a way they can
That's
hide
not
away
necessary.
from these drones?
Criminals can find ways around them.
Yeah.
If they can find the right people, criminals can get a firewall built around them that prevents our drones from identifying their faces.
This is beautifully shot so far, by the way. He's got his gloves on.
Great.
This dude.
What if I told you I could offer you something that would enable you to walk again? That computer chip that I showed you, it
That's STEM. Yeah.
has the potential to change everything for people in your condition.
But what's the side
As
effects?
a quadruple. What would she want?
I feel like I can predict where this is going. I feel like he's gonna get that STEM thing, and he's gonna try to find out, well, find the people who killed his girlfriend or wife, Asha. Asha.
May I point something out?
See what I'm telling you?
Hello?
Yes?
Like a person.
I've gone insane. I'm fucking insane.
Your psychological report diagnosed you with mild PTSD symptoms, but you are not insane.
Wait, so, okay, you've been sitting there this whole time since the operation?
Oh, that's
I have been
weird.
observing everything you've observed.
Do you have to talk?
If you don't want me to, I will not.
Okay, yeah. I'll talk.
Okay, good. There's no privacy. Like, wow.
Wait, can anybody else hear you?
No, only you. I'm sending sound waves to you.
Hey, that'll be useful in exams. Actually,
Can you
no,
read
because you'll be
my
taught. Kind of useful.
No. I can only discern speech when you talk out loud.
Right.
She was shot. That means he had a gun.
She was shot, but not with a gun he was holding in his hand.
What?
A gun implanted inside his hand.
What?
Freeze the screen at the moment he fires.
So is he some sort of robot?
With your permission, I can show you. Just relax and let me draw.
This feels very weird.
What the fuck? That must be so trippy to experience.
22 O positive Catholic. Address 414 Citrus, New Crown.
The address. You just solved the case, buddy.
You just found this guy.
That is super useful. But super creepy.
Got you, you sons of bitches.
Go get him, man.
I suggest you remove your shoes.
See, man, I actually like this concept. Because he gives him like advice during these situations.
Wait. Wait. Now.
No,
Now, while you have the advantage.
he's noticed it. He's noticed it.
Thank you.
Oh, God, dear! Oh, look, man.
Oh. Fucking hell.
But in the sink.
Okay, just give me a second, okay?
1 second has passed.
Look, I didn't mean a second. I just mean hold on, okay?
STEM talks to you?
Yeah, it's got a mind of its own. I can hear its voice in my head.
And that's not even the big part. You tell him what he made you do. Yeah.
Yesterday, he was murdered.
Really?
Yeah.
She is
anything about
onto him.
Don't look away. You're showing her you're lying.
Nope.
Still giving him
you
tips.
were in New Crown yesterday. I saw you on a drone camera. Right around the time that it happened.
She's guessing. You have no computer implants and I can't be identified by a drone.
Well, I was in the area, detective, because remember you did say you wanted my help, so I was just trying to help. I know that some scumbag in here knows one of the guys who murdered my wife. His name's Cirque Brantner. So if you know Cirque, or if you know any information about the killing of my wife, if you could just raise your hand and, stand up and come forward. Thank you.
I knew that. I knew that was gonna happen.
So you knew Cirque? Okay. Have it your way, cocksnot. I'll call the police.
Son, if I were to hit you, you wake up in the past.
Yeah, Cirque said something similar right before I damn near cut his head off.
Ah! This scene is brilliant.
Have to go to the bathroom.
Uh-oh. Stem. Oh, he's gonna shut that shit down at the wrong time. No, not now.
Stem, you can take over.
Hi.
Well, how is he gonna explain this?
Did you see that? So you thought I was an invalid, but you didn't know that I'm a fucking ninja.
While I am state-of-the-art, Gray, I am not a ninja.
What's your name?
Stem, enough!
You're gonna kill him.
You now have full control again, Gray.
How does he look? Does he look pretty?
What's your name?
Ah! Damn.
Listen to me.
Terry Crews got fucked up.
You got who? What do you mean, Jeff?
Right. Who hired you?
Kill Ash?
Because you work for a big company.
Why? Who wanted her dead? Who paid you?
Who's Fisk? This guy is now into some deep shit.
You need to write down
That
everything I tell
detective's
you.
gonna find out.
Okay.
And I don't know who Fisk is.
Keep an eye on her, would you, buddy?
The Tom Cruise run, baby.
Baker.
Ah, locked and loaded.
Now that's how you looked when I saw you last.
It's good to be back, Gray.
Yes. Nice. Look at the strength, man. Wow. Stem. Don't fuck with Stem.
You want to help me? Then you go and find these guys who killed Asher.
Or get out of the way and let some computer do it.
She's disappointed. That's the classic disappointed mother look. I'm used to it.
This has to stop. Going on.
I'm not doing anything.
Why can't I move?
Because I'm not doing anything. You are still a quadriplegic. I am the one controlling your limbs, not you. If I cease to operate, you cease to move.
You see what I'm saying?
You have to do whatever I tell you to do.
She bugged the place.
What the fuck? Why are we stopping here?
See, it's that easy. Ah!
Stop the car!
Something similar kind of happened with Gray and Asher in the beginning.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Ooh.
Walk in and tell me what's really going on.
He told you not to. Oh dear. More and more people are finding out about this stem now. Well, she already knows about the name of it, doesn't she? So.
Pretty scary stuff. Dramatic. I'm guessing that chip in your brain wrote it since you're just a dumbass mechanic.
Maybe.
Good point.
I don't know what to tell him.
Had nothing to do with Cobalt. It came from someone else. The job was you. To sever your spine. When I shot you in the neck, did you think that was a gun? It was a medical tool. Like they use for bovine.
I did say the
Wife
gun
thought
looked
she was
weird.
just a bit of extra money. See, you're getting all emotional. Never do that.
So the idea was to make him the upgraded. What a weird looking fight scene.
Nanobots, help Gray.
It's a stalemate, isn't it? It made him emotional. Ah! Ooh, wow.
I'm not proud of that.
You need to finish this before he kills both of us.
Right, so it's now it's pretty obvious looking back on it. So Aaron paid that guy Fisk to do this job, to kill his wife and to paralyze him so he could use his stem. Right. It all makes sense now. But this stem thing is becoming aware, isn't it?
No, don't touch him!
Yeah. Don't kill her.
Stop it.
He's fighting himself, isn't he?
Here's the taser.
I don't run this company anymore. I haven't for years. Now I answer to someone. Someone much smarter than I ever could be. He's in your neck. I only did what Stem told me to do. Everything was his idea.
Ask him what his wife would want.
What would she want?
Stem wanted to be
Ah!
human. So he picked you. Think about it. How did you get here?
We were going to finish the job we started.
Stem made you come here.
Someone paid him. You know what this means, Gray.
To kill me. Because I can build another Stem. I'm the only
doesn't
person
want
in the
that.
world who can.
I did pick you. You should be honored. I needed a human body to fully evolve. A rare and pure specimen without computer implants. Like
Ah, shit.
The job was you.
You're the one I've been looking for.
To sever your spine.
It's like some saw twist. Ah. Chick. Oh no, she's gonna die.
You're not in control!
Come on.
I am!
Come on, Gray. What? Don't do a dream on me. Don't you dare do a dream on me. This ain't no Total Recall shit, man. This is definitely a Lee Winnell movie. It's all over the place. This ain't real. This ain't real.
This isn't you.
Yeah.
Gray's not here anymore. He's in a better place. In his mind, where he wants to be. I've taken over now. A fake world is a lot less painful than a real one. All I needed was for his mind to break, and he broke it.
No.
Goodbye.
Wow. So he's in like this VR world where Asher is not dead and he's not paralyzed. So he's not in reality. He's taken over. Well, it. Fucking hell, man. Look how he's walking now, like a robot. Jesus. was a really good movie. Like Lee Whannell's a really talented filmmaker. Him and James Wan, they are this. I won't say the new age because they aren't young, but you know these are like the modern day versions of John Carpenter and Wes Craven or whatever. Because this was a very interesting concept about. First of all, it's a mind fuck. It's my first time watching this, so I'm all over the place right now with the stem. So the idea was the stem wanted this fully human, without any machines inside, any computerized things like other humans were, like Fisk was, for example, wanted a normal human being, and he was perfect because obviously at first in the beginning he was a mechanic. He wasn't all for this futuristic cars and stuff, and Aaron was essentially the right hand man for Stem himself or itself, and Stem was he orchestrated a plan to have control of this body in a sense, and the ending is pretty gnarly. There's a sense that I'm kind of happy for Gray at the same time though, because Gray's in this reality where he's happy because after what happened, after the situation that happened with him being paralyzed and his wife getting killed or girlfriend, I don't know. He was depressed. He just wanted revenge, and I'm pretty sure knowing his character, if he just had revenge and he died afterwards, he wouldn't have cared. So in a way, he kind of has a happy ending because he's in this world, this world that's not really real. It's like a VR world where he's with his girlfriend and he's not paralyzed, so he's not aware. But the bad news is you've got STEM, which is a state of the art thing, and it's gonna cause a lot of damage. And this is perfect for a sequel. Like they could do so many things now with this STEM because now it's fully in control, and I like the twist format. It reminded me of Saw. Like they had the twist format. Like, oh, it was STEM the entire time. Like in the first Saw movie, oh, Jigsaw was in the bathroom the entire time. I like that. It was, Lee Winnell is a very talented filmmaker, and this is definitely one of his better movies by far. Like, I didn't mind Insidious. I might have seen Chapter 3 once. I've only seen those movies once, but like each time. But this movie definitely stands out. It was how it looked. It had a very distinct look of it. It reminded me of like Blade Runner mixed with Total Recall, mixed with, you know, all those kind of futuristic kind of movies with a blend of, you know, our society a little bit. Because obviously you got this guy who is basically one of us at this moment of time, who is in this world where you got these cars that are in control of themselves. Yeah, this is a very fascinating movie. If any criticisms, it's a typical revenge story at first. You know where it's going. You know, he's going to get control of himself again. He's going to get revenge on these people. But thankfully, Lee Winnell went into a entirely different route in the third act, and I appreciate that. I would have been not let down, but I would have been surprised if it ended with him just killing those people who killed his Asher and paralyzed him, and it ends that way. It ends happily, but no, it ends kind of dark, but kind of not happy, but bittersweet in a sense because you're happy for Gray, but in reality, it's not great. I liked the message too of how, in a way, we are on the perspective of Gray and how we view these futuristic things are happening, how this technology is evolving. You got people who can have guns through their hands. You got this chip that can do all these crazy things, and STEM as itself is a very fascinating concept. I'm sure it's been used before in previous, iterations in movies and shows, whatever. I won't be surprised. But he can work out things. He gets advice from the STEM. He can fight really easily. It's pretty badass concept, and there's definitely room for a sequel. But I don't know if there is a sequel, but it's not on Netflix, so yeah. And I'm telling you now, this guy who plays great performance by this guy. He was from the movie Invitation. He's a good actor. He's very good at showing his emotion through his facial expressions. but he looks like Tom Hardy to me. He looks like a skinnier Tom Hardy. You know, he just has that face, and he's a good actor. And the cast was fine, and it served its purpose. It was a badass action thriller. Kind of, it had some moments, some like some suspenseful moments, and some funny moments too. When when he first realizes what he can do, and his face is like, "What the fuck?" and he's just kicking ass. It's funny, and how he's moving at times, and how he's adjusting to the stem at first, and his interaction with stem was pretty funny. And obviously, he gets serious, and stem has his own agenda, and as I kind of thought it would go that route, because the obvious drawback of having the stem is it's like another person inside your head. And as we find out at the end, he has his own agenda, and he planned this the entire time, and he scouted Gray. And the obvious comparison with the stem is Jarvis from the Avengers movies. He kind of talks similar to Jarvis, and yeah, it is. I, I really enjoyed this movie. I had a great time watching it. And if you want to watch my full length reaction to this, go on my Patreon. And if you want to see what I react to next, also go on my Patreon. And I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good day.